Hey there! We're going to do a super fun project today. I've been thinking about this for a while. I'm actually in my home today because it's super loud. I'm sitting at my great-grandfather's drafting table that he had used back in the 1890s, which is super fun. I would show it to you, but there's a bunch of junk underneath me. But we're going to be working on a collage of kind of a remembrance of what is kind of going on right now. And you can do this for anything, but I thought it would be something fun to reflect. You can use anything you want. I'm going to show you what I've collected and start on the project, and then I'm going to take a break and finish my background, and then we're going to talk about how you can add layers to your collage. So you really can use anything as a background. I used a canvas that had a hole in it. A friend of mine gave this to me, and I thought this would be a great project because we can cover it up. You could use markers, Sharpies, you can use paint, you can use, I got a bunch of materials here that kind of remind me of things that happened during this time. Magazine articles, you can write on it. So the first thing you're going to need, I'm going to use a lot of like decoupage, which is basically super easy, where you mix water and glue. So I kind of just eyeball it. I don't really use a set amount. So I use this little itty bitty glass, and you can see it's about 1/3 of a cup. I'm probably going to dump out a little bit of that water. It's a little bit too much. I'm just going to use an old ratty paintbrush. Let's see what I got here. Let's see, the ratty one. I'm going to actually use this to wash off, but I just want to make sure that I don't use a great one. There's a good one, a good ratty one. I'm just going to mix this together, and I'm going to do my background. So I'm just going to, you could just see I'm mixing it together, kind of making it kind of soupy. It's basically just to water down the glue and make it better for use in the project. So I'm going to mix that up really well. But while that's kind of simmering in there, I'm just going to kind of maybe write some words on the back of my canvas, like 2020, and this may be all covered up. And you can maybe make the words show. This is going to show up backwards. Family is really big. And you can have the words go off the paper. You can have like social distancing. You can go all over there. And this could even be fun in and of itself. You could write home, at home. You can write fun. I don't know about you guys, but I've had a lot of fun. I've done art. You could do online learning. Online. You can do, for us, we had a birthday party. It was my son's birthday. We did Easter. Okay, so that's what I've done. Just fill the whole background with that. And that is compliments of Sherry, because she's awesome. Okay, the other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to color my background, cover it with things. I picked out green paper, tissue paper, because it adds really good to a background. You can also use paint to paint your background. And then we're going to add and keep adding ideas to our paper. So I will be back, and we're going to see what we come up with. Okay, so I'm going to pause the video, and then you guys work on yours too. All right, see you in a bit. Hey, all right, I have my materials ready. So I'm going to actually do a little bit of a background blue. So I'm just going to kind of paint over what I've already, let's see, I'm going to scoot this there, what I've already went ahead and written on. And I'm going to do the sides because I have a canvas, and I think it always looks nice when you do that. So I'm going to do my sides really nice. And I'm going to add a little bit more white because I kind of want it a light blue. And kind of paint this corner here. Here. Can you guys see? Like that. I paint the top. Let that dry. I'll paint it a little bit neater later. Okay, and I'm going to just kind of paint this in with my colors. And I'm painting over the words, and that's okay. And I'm going to kind of make it just random strokes because I don't know about you, but I feel kind of random a lot of this time. Add darker. Sometimes we feel just, whoa! And you can water it down so you can kind of see your words through there. I'm not really sure how I want it to turn out. I'm just going to kind of do it. Okay, I'm going to switch gears because I also want to show you the other background I'm using, which I told you before, is that watered down glue. So I'm going to actually, and I can do this right over, I've ripped up some tissue paper. And what you do with decoupage is you always wet the paper first, wet it, and then you put your piece down. Now I'm going to do it right over the paint because I think that's going to work just fine, like that. And you can kind of see the colors coming through. I can make this really small. I know the paint's already wet, so I don't really need to wet that part. I'm going to just keep going. Make sure it's nice and wet. Go right in there. And you can see I'm just kind of getting a really cool composition, really, of just kind of tracking what we're going through during this time. And I told you, remember I had that big hole. I'm going to paint right, or put that right over there. I'm going to do this. So just kind of want to show you guys what we're doing, what I'm doing. And then you can do whatever you want. You can pick whatever colors you want. This just kind of reminds me of the outside that I've been having a lot of fun with on my nature walks and all that other stuff. Okay, I'm going to stop the video because I don't want it to be too long, but just fill up your whole background and then we're going to come back and add some more. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so hopefully you have your background. You could have painted it or used crayon or marker or just scribbled on it because you're feeling crazy right now. It could be whatever background, however you feel. You could pick a theme. It's just really a time and a place just to have fun. So what I've done is I gathered a bunch of magazines that I thought were great as far as actually didn't rip them all up, but anyway, I got some magazines and some different things that have happened during this time. Of course, we celebrated Easter, so I grabbed some little Easter containers. I decided I was gonna, this was a game night we had with when you roll the dice and make the animal, so I'm probably gonna rip this little guy up, or maybe I'll just tack him on there completely and he could be part of my background because that was kind of fun. If you haven't done that video, it's super fun. We also I just cut out some words. You guys, these are backwards, but this says security, and I found a picture of Donald Trump, who is our president right now, and I saw this says for all of us. This says a quote, in difficult times a positive accomplishment or contribution reminds everybody that there is good reason to hope for a better tomorrow. So that was kind of fun. I like that. This says relationship, but anyway, you could pick out words that you like, that mean something to you during this time. We also have a trip that we had planned to Costa Rica, which got pushed back, which I'm kind of sad about. So one of my magazines is a picture of the bridge that we were supposed to go to, so I might incorporate that in there. But anyway, you're just gonna have fun. You know, you're gonna have fun. I like this. It says feel. So I'm gonna just go ahead and rip this out. When you rip out magazines, first of all, you want to make sure that there's nothing on the back that you may like. But there is a grain in paper that one way it's super easy to rip, like a newspaper. So this is the easy way to rip it. But the other way it makes it really hard. And so you just want to put your fingers close together because you don't want to rip the words that you may want to use. So you just kind of put your fingers together. You can also use scissors, but I kind of like the organic feel of just ripping the paper and making it look kind of disheveled. Such a great word. Which means like a little bit cattywampus, which is another good word. But anyway, sorry, I cracked myself up. The other thing you could do is we started a chore list to my daughter's dismay. So you could rip this up. You could do even homework that you've had to do or different assignments that you had to do, just to be like, you know what? I'm done with that. And you can add that on there. That would be super fun. Our family also took to drinking, well, not our family, my husband specifically. I kind of have an occasional one, but 7-Up. So you could put your 7-Up cans here. I don't know why we're drinking 7-Up more often. And then for my son's birthday, we made peanut butter cookie brownie. Uh-oh, that just fell on the ground. Whoops. Anyway, I'm going to attach that because we usually have a cake or some sort of fun thing, but because of where we are and we can't just go out to the baker or whatever, we ended up doing something different. So I just wanted to commemorate that. So what you're going to do is you're going to kind of arrange all these on your paper. So you might want to just lay them out before you glue them. And see, this says wind down. I kind of like how that looks. And you don't have to use all these. You could use all of them. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to just kind of lay these all out. Oh yeah, this is great. So Henry is our new rooster that we have. And so I found this picture of Rooster. So we're going to put that in there because we now have a new pet in our yard. Which is so funny. Just fun stuff. So again, I'm not going to sit here and do it. I'll do one for you guys just to show you how to do it, but I want you to do your own, and I certainly don't want you to, you could have it wrap around your paper. So I think I'm going to put Henry right here because he's pretty important. So I'm just going to dip, I don't know if you guys can see that, dip it in there. Okay. I thickened it a little bit because it took a while to dry. If it takes a super long time to dry, you know it's too wet. And I'm just going to put that there. And where's my Henry? There you are. And I'm going to put Henry right here. And I'm going to bend him around so it makes it interesting. And I'm just going to paint him right on there. Now, if some of your pieces don't work, you can also use hot glue to put them on there. So let me show you. Henry is now on my paper. That's going to bring me a smile later. Okay. All right, you guys, I can't wait to see what you do. Remember, post your pictures. I have a YouTube channel, Miss Neil's Art Class. I have a Facebook page, Miss Neil's Art Class. I have an email, missneilsartclass@gmail.com. And don't forget to take care of each other and yourselves, and don't forget to post your masterpieces. All right, you guys, I will show you the end result. Can't wait.